What game I got to get back to? Days Gone. That game is really fucking good, and it's really fun. And it has a very addictive gameplay loop and a big, beautiful open world. And those fucking freaker hordes, man. Jesus Christ. And you know what? I do call them freakers because they're not zombies because they're not dead. They're basically feral humans. Um, so they're not undead. That's why I don't go along with the whole I just call them zombies thing. Because I get it. I get what they're going for. Hmm. I get it. Yeah, motherfucker. I get it. Sorry.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Nonsense for anemic Beano-clads.
I don't have the cash anyway.
These shelves are overburdened. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Oh, crime, robberies, murder, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Sex crimes did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasure centers down.
Yeah, you're right.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. You will attain a place on this shelf one day, or die trying. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocent... A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
All right.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Well, you see, I built my Harry with a very fragile ego. So he could die.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy. Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. You can do it. It'll be worth it. There's something here. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. this might take a few minutes. You ready? That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Dolores Day. Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one. A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was as the first innocence. He declared that. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Dolores. Incorrect again. While she originated many modern institutions, launched several successful expeditions, and was even critical of the Innocentic system, even though the words most associated with her rule are l'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline, love, compassion, self-control, which could be seen as facets of strength. Would you like to try again? Incorrect. Vespa Correct. Named the innocence of militarism. He codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serf. Franco Negro attempted to solve the Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Okay, it wasn't Dolores Day. She's not false. Correct. There have been a number of counter or fall. The most famous and important of these. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most correct. The Mesk might see Franco everything from Inter Isolir and more beautiful. And more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade, a C, vaguely passable. A solid effort with nothing much else to show. Nice going, mediocrity man. You would have done better if you'd just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
What's going on with you? Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No. Magnesium-based life form. We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species. The next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways. The Greatest Innocence. By browsing through the various chapters, you try your best. You can do it. It's your educational survey. That's the spirit. Dolores Day. Correct. Nothing much as the first in question 2. Dolores. Correct. Named the innocence of militarism. He codified Franco Negro attempted. Question 3. Okay, it wasn't Dolores Day. She's not false. Correct. There have been a number of the most famous final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Correct. Everything from inter and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. An A. All correct. Impressive. Oddly so. You really navigated some treacherous waters here. Well done.
Huh? Take what? Uh-huh.
You are really just talking to yourself. It is quite silly. Magnesium-based life form. We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must...
Sweet.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin. The maps look old and faded. Your eye. This large map, Ozon, Lauren. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on a north radiating outwards from you. The suzerain. You can uncut. The ocean breaks apart connections to other worlds. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing, from when some design... They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if
it's not
someone
going to let
fixed
me steal
Martinez
it.
up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You peek at the stalking,
Yeah.
waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you deftly rip the map off the bulletin board and pocket it. You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez, which, to be honest, did not even cost that much. This large Ozon, Lauren, in the northeast, radiating outwards from the ocean breaks up connections to other. You have little idea. Perhaps they are gods. God, the north coast to the east, Hudon. It's so smally. No, cold. No, this is somewhere to be. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance. Amidst the point of the book, and many other, it serves platitudes, while also telling wholeness. When it's up to it's your own fault if you're ill. The book features there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
The hell? Okay.
Welcome to crime. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy.
Her face looks powdery and painted from all the makeup.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will. One has to earn.
Son, you got destroyed there. What an idiot you are.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Cursed? Who said that? Annette? Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me. Oh, shameful girl. What is she up to this time?
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look.
She smiles and nods, seemingly. You see a...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you...
Lies. Rip them open, we say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of... I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the book.
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for... Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since... It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shaman. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust. You see a dimly lit room.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
A heavy door with a missing handle stand. What if you just break it down? That's right. Take in your surroundings. You steady breathing. Solid core. The room is dimly lit and lit. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there. Only echo. No one is a hollowed out dark echo.
Oh, really?
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright?
What is going on there? I warn you.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets. Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter. Kudos.
I think I found a glitch in the game, guys.
Yes?
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to... Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the... Yes, the Simonese are very crafty. Failure. So much more failure.
The woman before you scans the store.
I had a really good chance to break open that door and fucking... The dice were not in my favor. Let us go in here.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container.
Thank you anyway.
Yes?
Yes?
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick, "You should punch a fucking hole in it."
Hey, what is your...
That felt good. Everyone is a whore. Now punch a hole in You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. Not to mention, great.
Stop that.
This door, as you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent...
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under...
Oh,
She's not really lusting after those bites.
You must be joking.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you...
Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into...
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can... Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have...
All right, guys, I'm out.